We're getting off to a bone-chilling start this morning here. A lot of us waking up in the teens across the area. That's what you want to plan for here as we go forward into the next couple of hours. But getting us out the door again, more cloud cover is going to be holding back our temperature. So don't expect a whole lot of improvement, kind of like what we saw yesterday. Topping out in those middle 30s here around mid-Missouri. That wind chill, though, again, is only going to be topping out in the middle 20s later on today. So it is not going to be improving a whole lot from what we're waking up to this morning. Getting into tonight, again, that's where things start to become a little more interesting. Temperatures kind of holding steady with some of that cloud cover overnight. As some of that moisture works its way back toward mid-Missouri, some of that may work its way back to the ground in that frozen form. A few flurries possible later on tonight. Here's how Future Track has this unfolding. And again, there's that cloud cover stuck around the area. It's about 7 and 8 o'clock before we can see some of that snow starting to move into some of our southern counties. I think it's going to take about an hour or two before we see like some of those returns actually get all the way down to the ground. So I think this is more so something that we're going to be dealing with as a lot of us are asleep into the overnight hours. And it's going to be a fairly narrow window. Out of here by about 3 and 4 o'clock, get you up to about 7 tomorrow when a lot of us are going to be heading out on some of those roadways. It looks like all of that's worked its way off toward the east, and some sunshine at least going to work its way back into the picture as we get into Wednesday afternoon. Latest look at Snow Tracker has actually increased just a little bit, but still kind of telling the same story of what we think is going to be unfolding along and south of I-70. That's our best chance to pick up anything measurable here across mid-Missouri, but you notice these numbers, they're not terribly impressive by any means. I think about a half an inch is about our ceiling right now going forward. So given that and how short this window is, not expecting a lot of impacts out on some of those roadways. So that's at least a little bit of good news, but we'll be continuing to track this as we go forward into the next 24 hours. Looking at that ABC 17 Storm Track 7-day forecast, again, it's about the only hiccup that we're expecting here over the next week is what we're going to be tracking into tonight. A little cooler still as we get into Wednesday, certainly below average with us topping out in the 30s, but getting back to about average by Thursday, and then moving on from that, getting back into about 50 degrees as we work our way into Friday.